our next speaker here. Our third speaker for today is a sales magnet. Her commitment to business management and innovation, an innovative approach in the sales sector has garnered her respect and admiration worldwide. You understand, we are at this moment going to connect with the amiable Erica Franklin, founder of EFD Consulting. And just a brief, I think this is definitely a brief highlight and profile for her. Please confirm she's in the room. She's available for us. Is Erica in the room for us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, excellent. Welcome. And just to quickly run through her amazing profile. So Erica Franklin is the founder of EVF Consulting, a business and sales consultancy that focuses on transforming business and people through passion, perspective, and partnerships. She achieves this by joining sales teams, providing revenue growth and client retention strategies, career coaching, and speaking around the world. She has been named as the 100 Powerful Women in Sales in 2023 list by Demandbase and Women in Sales. Wow, fantastic. I cannot just wait to hear her strategies. Erica has dedicated most of her 15 plus years of professional experience, marrying her strong background in communications with her relationship building and customer focused approach to nurture clients, sell products and services, and grow revenue and partnerships. She hopes to continue impacting the global tech and corporate partnership spaces for the foreseeable future. Erica is a proud AG who obtained her BSc in journalism and mass communication from North Carolina A&T State University. She later received her MA in advertising from Michigan State University. With her passions in sales, tech, and education, Erica intends to inspire others to be their best selves. Welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Please let us welcome Erica Franklin. Welcome. Let's spotlight her at the moment. Erica, you're welcome. And your topic is something that a lot of women struggle with. So you would help us, to tell us that it is okay. We want to hear that word. It is okay. We want to hear you are doing just fine. And the topic here is creating harmony between career and family. We are trying to say, how do we marry both? Can we have it all? If we're not having it all, is it okay to have one? Assure us. This is a time for deep assurance for women across this platform. So Erica, you have the floor for the next 3 minutes. Thank you.
So if you all see me bouncing, it's because I actually have my son on my back right now as we speak. So I'm Erica Franklin. As you mentioned, I'm the founder and CEO of EVF Consulting. It has been a great journey to be able to travel the world in the last, I would say, 7 years or so, really more in depth. And then I came across Ghana in 2019 and kept coming back. And now I have made it my second home. I'm originally born in the United States, but as I said before, traveling has led me to other places. And so now I'm in Ghana. I got married and I have my son, who is 5 months. And this was the perfect topic for me. So thank you for having me. And entering in not only motherhood, but also being a new wife. And so it has been one of the greatest things that could happen, but also challenging, right? So from my perspective, it's the early years. I'm sure some of you all have been married for, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So I have a long way to go. So wish me luck. will tell you that it has been some great things so far, right? And as you can see, I don't have too many bags under my eyes, or I'm not looking too tired. So
Okay.
I've been fighting through the challenges, and hopefully I can say that I've been winning. So that's a little bit about me. You guys heard about my career, personal kind of things that are going on in my life, business-wise in Ghana as well as across the world. I also am the director of sales for Sisters in Sales, which is an organization that has a community of over 12,000 women of color in sales, and we're working to drive them into sales roles across the world, as well as be able to upskill them. As many of you know, that Black women, as well as women of color, so Black, brown, and Asian women are, when you get into certain roles, you're one of few or the one and only. And so we are trying to really impact that and face that with all the great talent that we have across the world.
Great, great. You will do fine. You're doing fine already. And obviously, with your impressive career, I think you're going to bring a lot of that to your new home. Definitely. It's like running your little business called family. So we're going to delve right into the question about balancing career and family and making just the required lifestyle adjustment. So how can individuals embrace and navigate these necessary lifestyle changes without feeling that they are making a sacrifice? It's a personal pain and ache for a lot of women, especially women who have been in careers for a long time before, starting up a family like you're doing right now. How would they feel like they're not making sacrifices? Rather, they are on their journey. And are there strategies for reframing these changes as positive change choices rather than compromises? Yes, very key for us.
Okay, so let me just say this. I have come across many women, talented, beautiful, all the things. And a lot of women struggle with making a decision on whether they're going to continue their career or go and have a baby or go and get married, because we feel like we're giving up something. And essentially you are, right? So first of all, you got to be honest with yourself, right? You're no longer alone. It's no longer all about you. It's no longer, just your decisions and so forth. And finding the right partner is key in that. And if you are going to be a parent without a partner, making that decision and making a decision holistically with yourself, right? To say, I'm going to do this. But the first thing I can say in regards to being able to embrace it is that change can be tough. So just remembering that. But my number one advice is to let go of the old you. So who you used to be is not going to be the person you are now. And if you think about that outside of your personal life, in your career, when you get promoted, when you go to look for a new job, you usually are making changes. And so this is another change in your life that you need to embrace and accept. Also understand that you are making sacrifices. You just have to get over the fact that you are. And it's okay, because the wins that you will get inside of your home will help you elevate yourself and push yourself in your career. And then since many of us are very focused on our career, some tips or strategies that I could say is that, in your career, you have performance reviews. If you are one of those type of people, you could make a performance review for your home, right? And don't be too hard on yourself, but remember the key things about spending time with your family, spending time with yourself. So something that has been a challenge for me is to make sure that I get some alone time, right? Because I used to be alone and now I am with husband and with child, and getting lost in, your husband's needs, your child's needs, sometimes you can lose yourself. And so it has been one of my key goals is to make sure that he knows, my husband knows, and my baby will know, right, when he can talk, that mommy needs some alone time now and then, whether that's for me to read or to just sit quietly and drink my coffee. But it's very important to be alone and be with yourself so you can think clearly, you can start your day clearly or end your day clearly and really get yourself together. But going back to really looking at this life as like a career, I'm sure you guys have seen on social media, couples sitting down talking about their actual couple goals, like career goals and so forth like that. So I would recommend that for families to keep on track, to know where you're struggling, because sometimes we don't get chances to talk to each other. If your partner works a lot and you work a lot, and your child is not in the home and you guys aren't like a unit together for a lot of time, things can get lost in translation. You might not know why your child is screaming. You might not know why your husband's not talking. So it's like how to have these meetings, whether that's weekly or monthly, to be able to come together and say what went well this month or this week and what didn't go well and how can we change that together. And then for one challenge or one fail that you think that you are having or think that you have made, try to tell yourself one positive thing or one win that you had, right? I think you should do this daily because things can go crazy, right? Especially with kids. It could be a great day one day and then crying and fighting or like not wanting to go to school or not wanting to listen. But then you talk about where you won. You know, what did you do positively? Oh, I made this. We got out the door on time. Or, you know, I got to meet up with a coworker and that meeting went well. So give yourself, you know, a one win for the one negative that you might have seen in yourself. And then lastly, for those of you who make task lists, right? So I know that there are some folks who make lists who try to cross things off. I would say to start adding family items to that. And I would say not just like execution items, like, oh, I got this done, but hugs, affection, reading to your child, or like having a 5-minute talk with your spouse. And then also having a checklist item for self-appreciation to remind yourself that you are, you know, the best.
Wow. All I can hear is the intention. You just have to be intentional about everything, or else you're going to lose yourself. You've said that it's definitely a sacrifice. Let's not kid ourselves. But if we are intentional about the list of items you have said, the first thing is getting the right partner, because when you get the right partner, all this you have mentioned will be easy for you. Oh, let's come and have couple goals. Oh, I'm ready for this. Let's review ourselves. Oh, yes, get on this. Or let's do this. The person is ready to work with you to achieve this. So the key factor here is get the partner that is like you and on the same journey as you. And then you intentionally, narrow down, list all these things, your self-care, about yourself, your family, your husband, your children, and always look for something positive to negate the negative outcome. And then you just keep thriving every day. Wow, fantastic. Thank you, Erica. So we're going to move next question. And how can individuals reframe this perspective about family responsibility hindering career progress? Now I have a family like you. If I see that I'm being limited by my responsibilities at home, tell me how I can reframe my mind to say, oh, it's just for a short period of time, or what else can I do for my family to know that I need to advance in my career while still taking care of them? Please walk us through that emotional emotional journey. Yes.
Sure. So let's take the first part. And I mentioned this before about thinking of your personal life as a career, right? Or like using those kind of career goals and career mindset for your actual family, your family life. And I think that that's important. I'll give you an example. So Forbes wrote an article last April about the 11 essential soft skills that they thought was going to be needed in 2024. And I looked at that list and all of those things you need in your home. So, I mean, essentially you are fine tuning and sharpening skills that you will need in the workplace over and over again. And there's also people that are talking on social media about how moms are like the best employees because some of those things on the list, let me just go into that, is communication, bingo, right?
Yeah,
As women, we have to know how to communicate and negotiate, right, with our spouse to get what we want. And so it's very important. Active listening is in that piece of communication, persuasion, to be able to persuade our kids to do what we want them to do, to leave when we want them to leave. The next thing is leadership. That's just what we are as women, leaders, period.
Period.
Period. We inspire everybody in our home. We motivate them. We want them to be the best. And, you know, we are the ones who are emotionally intelligent to be able to kind of piece things back together when things fall apart. That's just the ingrainment of a woman. And then teamwork. Of course, we are working with our team, which is our family. And whether that is just our spouse and children, or whether that's our in-laws, you know, who we're, you know, married, our family that we're married into, our family as a whole, we work together. For me, of course, I have my sister-in-laws or his aunties who come and take him when I need him to
Right.
go if I have some type of work engagement and so forth. And so we collaborate and work towards the ultimate goal of me being able to have balance, to be able to be a superstar at work and a superstar in the house. It doesn't always end up that way every day, but we try.
Right.
And then also creativity, right? So brainstorming and thinking out of the box. Again, that's what moms do. That's what spouses do. That's what wives do. We usually will tackle challenges differently. We look at things differently. We approach things differently. And so that's a definite skill that we have. Time management, hands down. We got a million things to do, but we figure it out. We prioritize, we organize ourselves. If we can't do it today, we figure out how to do it tomorrow. And then adaptability. So going through these changes, right? So like I said before, I was alone and now I'm married and now I have a baby. So adapting has come naturally to women because we go through these life stages. And so we need to give ourselves credit for that. Problem solving, of course, that is within that. Work ethic, critical thinking, conflict management, and as it was said previously, emotional intelligence and being able to recognize those things. And so really, again, those things are needed in careers to be successful. So just think about that. You are already using that in your home and you can take those things, sharpen them, and then use them in the workplace.
Oh, wow. Erica, you have, you know, the bottleneck that women struggle with. Like, I can't get back to the workplace. I've not done this. I'm not up to speed with this. But you already have the necessary skill. Like you said, you just need to sharpen it. That's all. You have everything to thrive in the workplace. Just a little bit of time at the workplace, you understand how things work in that organization with the required skills you already have as a mother, a wife, and you're there. You're there. So there is no cap. There's no glass ceiling, really, especially for women who feel that they don't have the capacity to do many things. It's already within you, it's in you. You use it, but think about it using it at work and, you know, demonstrate the skills. So I don't know if everyone is listening to this. Erica is telling you that you have everything. She's listed about 10, 15 skill sets that moms have, wives have. So nothing is going to hinder your career except you yourself. So all you need to do is,
last thing I wanted to say is that
yeah.
asking for help. So that's
Oh,
where,
yes.
you know, all of these things and sharpening these skills are great. But if you are at work and you're drowning in work and you have mommy brain, right? And you can't think as fast and you can't be as efficient, you need to ask for help. Some of us don't do that. And we fight and struggle and burn out and feel tired and exhaust ourselves. But we have to understand that there are other people who, one, want to help, and two, will help and will come through for you. So that's the flip side of trying to be the best at everything. And going back to what you said before, trying to have it all. You can have it all, it's just at different times, right? There'll be some days that'll be great and you were a great mom and a great employee and a great this and a great that. And there'll be days where it's not. And you have to forgive yourself and lower your expectations, even though you don't want to.
Wow, you can have it all, but not at the same time. I think that is enough clarity for a lot of us struggling to be the hot mom, the fit mom, the great mom, the mom with kids that are excelling. Everything has its time. If you look at it that way, you are doing good all the time. Collectively, you can have it all, but not at the same time. Wow. Very, 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 very eye-opening. for a lot of women. Erica, thank you so much for giving us different doses. You are breaking off the ceiling, all those things that keep us in the box because we're married and we're wives and we're mothers. You can't do it, but you can. So we are going on to now. This is one that a lot of people are asking, and they're saying, how can individuals redefine success in a way that goes beyond traditional measures? That's considering the non-financial rewards of investing time and energy in both their career and family. How do these different forms of success intertwine in creating a fulfilling life? When it's not about money, when nothing is coming to you financially, how can we thrive in this sphere of life
Well, I'm
and
sure
still
that,
consider it a success?
yeah, I feel like there are a lot of women on this um or attending this great event that are entrepreneurs. And so, as you know, that is one of the toughest things. Like, I'm going through that. There are highs and there are lows, right? And so being able to, there's sometimes money and there's sometimes not, right? Sometimes you lose a contract or lose a client and you have to go out there and fight the good fight and find new business, or find old business and reignite those communications. But in order to take the word success, you really, I think that you have to kind of take a moment to manifest the life you want. And when you think about that, that does not just include work, right? So, and that does not just include money. And so I did this, I want to say it was 2022. I made a manifested list or manifestation list with the things that I wanted. And it was more high level items that included, like, I wanted to be a mother. I wanted to be, healthy and have certain things. And I can share that list openly in the group if you guys want. But I
That'll be,
made this list. Go ahead.
that'll be great. That'll be good if you share your list because people need to see it that you are practicing exactly what you are,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you make this list, and unlike annual goals, right? Because everybody is a new year, it's a new me, right? Unlike annual goals, these are more high level. So you give yourself grace, you can give yourself time, but this is like your vision of where you see your life going as opposed to where you want to execute immediately, right? And so by manifesting what you want, you see yourself greater than just an employee. You see yourself greater than just a wife or just a mother. You see all of these things together. And so that's the way that you would really redefine success, because those things combined would make success as opposed to just what's in the workplace. Also, what's really making you happy, you need to ask yourself on a regular, right? Because it changes as you evolve. So you need to make sure you're checking in with yourself. Like I said before, people have these meetings with their spouses or with their kids to see how things are going. You need to have that alone time to check in with yourself to figure out what will make me happy today, what has been making me upset. How can I either change these things, impact these things, or do something to make me happy? Um, we all probably know someone who has worked hard and missed out on years of their kids' life or years of spending time with their partner, or we know someone that has a sick parent and can't really spend time with them, right? Because they're working so much. And it's like, those are the types of things I want you to think about when you think about success. So it's like, is it just work, or do you want to go spend time with your mom, brother, kids, spouse, wife, whoever, to be able to live this fulfilling life as opposed to just this successful life in the workplace? Um, I'm a firm believer that by living a whole life, right, you'll be successful. And what I mean by that is, so for example, less than 100 days after my baby was born, I needed to do this speaking engagement. And when I say I needed to do it, it wasn't anyone pressuring me to do it. It was me telling myself, Erica, get back out there, get your spark going, because that is part of what makes me happy, right? Is one, helping others, being able to use my skills and my talents to be able to impact people, as you said in my bio, to be able to really get people to see the best in themselves. And so I needed that. So I had that conversation with my husband. I let him know that, babe, I got to do this for me, right? I got to, and it ends up being for us, right? Because
Yeah.
yes, because mommy's gonna come home happy and motivated and want to do what I need to do in the house. So that better life is what I'm talking about holistically, looking at everything that you want in your life, right? And also don't just look at the things you want, look at the things you need. Because I know that there are women in my network who think that they know what they need, but it's really what they want. And so how do we look at those things? Because those things will ultimately make you happy.
Oh, Erica, thank you so much. Thank you for being vulnerable here. Thank you for sharing yourself with us, your professional self, your family self, your motherhood here, and just telling us that you are a regular person. And these are the things you are doing to constantly be on track. You are sometimes overwhelmed, sometimes you're happy, but you have taken a personal vow to do more for yourself so that your family can enjoy you more. So everybody should know and hear that you need to be more for your family to enjoy you more. You need to be more in your career. You need to be more about your goals, about your vision, and we should always manifest what we want. So, Erica, thank you so much for your time. I really had a good conversation with you. Thank you. I'm sure that in the comment section, people are already, there are plots there already for you, and they're dropping nuggets of, what you shared. Please drop your list. We need that list. We need that.
And to all the women, you're doing great. So just keep reminding yourself that you are doing great. Like every single day, get in the mirror and be like, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's gonna change how you just end up going through the day and how you impact other people in your life. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you. Please, a virtual applause. They're clapping for you in the section. Please, thank you so much.